Well, we all have our to-do lists, right? Of course, some of those things must be done. Others, maybe we just want to get them done. We prioritize. Well, on this list, where is your health? Is it even part of your to-dos? Here to talk about making our health a priority is daytime cardiologist Dr. Shobha. Dr. Shobha, always good to have you on the show.
Good morning, good to be here.
I enjoy these talks. Sometimes I even try to take notes. I think it's so important to be monitoring our health and to keep that in the forefront.
That is so true. And you know what you said about prioritizing your day is so important, because we know we let our health take a back seat. And if you do not take care of your health, you are not only miserable yourself, but unfortunately you make other people around you miserable. I tell you why. Because if you're not physically healthy, if you're not mentally, where you need to be, if you're perpetually stressed, you're going to project all negativity around you. And who wants to be around a negative person?
Not a lot of people, because it can bring you down very quickly as well, even if you are living in the positive zone over here. But it's easy to let certain things slide.
That's so true. And just think about it. You have this one body, this one mind, this one soul, and if you don't take care of it, who's going to? I mean, you need to take responsibility for taking care of your body, mind, body, and soul.
So what are some of the things that we should remember when we say prioritize your health?
And I think, what you said actually sets the tone for, one of the things that we can do to prioritize our health. Everybody blames others or their surroundings or their situation for not being able to take care of themselves. They're not eating right, they're not healthy, they're not sleeping early enough, not getting their sleep in, and they're having bad choices as far as food and exercise. And I think part of it is everybody wants to say, oh, I'm so busy, my day is so cluttered. And I think picking your priorities in a day is the most important thing in life. For example, these are the things I absolutely have to do. You've got to brush your teeth, but have you spent the 1 minute calming yourself down? Have you spent the 1 minute exercising? I'm not talking even 5 minutes. I'm just talking 1 minute. Could you just park a little farther away at the grocery store so you have to walk? Or are you going to circle 3 times trying to find the closest parking spot? If you have stairs at work, are you going to take the stairs or are you going to take the elevator each time? Suppose somebody cuts in front of you with their vehicle, are you going to spend the rest of the next 5 minutes driving angry, or are you going to be calm? How you respond to a stress is so important. At night, when you go to bed, are you taking that 1 minute me time to focus on, thank God I have this in my life, thank God I'm in beautiful East Tennessee? Or are you going to judge yourself, be on your cell phone and try to see how others are judging you on Facebook? Or are you going to be busy trying to, what should I post next on the Facebook? Are you calming yourself down before you go to bed? Are you thinking about how you can prioritize the next morning and have good our time rather than me time with our family? Are you trying to have plans for things that happen very commonly in life? I'll give you an example. When a person comes in with a heart attack to the hospital, we don't have 100 different choices to choose from. Smooth and slick, we have this one plan that we go to and the patient does very well. Same thing in your life. Have you planned that healthy meal or 5 or 6 healthy meals that you can dish up in a hurry? Come Wednesday night, people are clamoring for food, you're tired, you're exhausted, and then you have a million different choices of what to prepare a meal with. Have you figured out 5 or 6 healthy meals that the family enjoys that you can quickly dish out? Do you go to the grocery store when you're hungry? Do you buy the ice cream and the chips and then keep them close by? Do you keep them beside your bed at night because you're so lazy you don't want to go to the refrigerator or the kitchen to eat something, When you're depressed, is your way out eating junk food? So there are so many steps in life that you can take mentally and physically. And I'm not asking for 5 minutes a day, I'm asking for 1 minute a day. And this can be done even at night when you're laying in bed, just calming yourself down as a first step.
Well, and I feel like it can snowball very quickly. You can make a couple of bad choices, bad decisions, and before you know it, your life is sort of out of control.
Correct. I think you need to take responsibility for your health. And I think that is the first step, acknowledging that you are responsible for your health.
And I love how you said so much of it is just our minds and how we approach different things. The responses that we have when someone, because you know somebody is going to do something incorrectly in your eyes when you're driving. They're going to turn or cut you off, and so much of it is how we respond in our anxiety. People's anxiety right now just seems so high.
And with so much happening around us in this world, so important to stay calm, stay focused, because once you get stressed, your way of thinking changes. When you're calm and you think, you come to a rational, good decision that is positive. If you're not calm and rational, you stay stressed, you're not going to be making right decisions in your life.
Some great information, and so important as we tackle our day to have that mental time to just take a deep breath. That is so crucial.
Correct. And remember, the biggest hurdle to your own health could be you and the way you think.
Meal planning. That's really helped me a lot. trying to get all my stuff on Sunday to really think out my days, and I find if we're a little more organized, it can help a lot with the week. All right, great information. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good to be here.
If you have other questions or need some advice on how to start living a healthier life, you can always check out www.heart.org. They've got lots of good information. We'll be right back.